Alright, welcome back to Whiskey Throttle, guys. Today, we're working on the mini Jeep. This is the angle iron go-kart. It's got the Power Wheels body just stuck on it right now. I'm gonna pull the body off real quick, and we got the carburetor in the mail, so we'll slap that on, bolt the engine down, and test fire the engine. I'll do that real quick, and then, with you guys hopefully watching, we're gonna do the pedals underneath, right? So we can actually control this thing. We need pedals, brake, pedals, brake, and mount the body down, and then we can take this thing for a rip. I got the chain and the clutch and everything else on there already, so I can't wait to take this thing. Well, I'll take it for a short rip because it's not really built for me. I'm really stuffed in it. But then after that, my kids will take it for a rip, and hopefully everything holds together. Okay, everybody, and anybody watching, you just watched me build this whole thing back, the carburetor back on, spring, mess with that throttle for way too long. But now we do have throttle. What is that noise, huh?
That was your lock.
Oh, it's okay. All right. So yeah, so now we have throttle. Make sure, yeah, it returns all the way. And we gotta put stuff under the rear end. Actually, no, there's no chain. We don't do that. Okay, so choke on, fuel on. There's your throttle. Starting switch. It needs a new starter switch. Let's hope we're in. It is. Warm up a little bit. So the 212 carburetor on the 140 is bogging, so that'll be the next thing I take care of here, is pulling that apart. Yeah, I'll just do it by myself and throw the other jet in. I don't know, maybe I'll even let you guys watch me play with it, pull it all apart. Okay, give me a minute, guys. All right, guys, we're back here with the jet out of the original carburetor. Whoop. This is the one that came with the new one. We just lose them immediately. So, yeah, my table is not flat. Okay. So, old jet that came with the original Honda. Let's see if it runs any better like that. Hey, Koopa, can you go lay down? Go. Power on again? I think our power went out again. So, the engine is mounted. The engine runs now that we got the carburetor off Amazon. I have these pedals. Well, they're not pedals. The parts from the steering column of my other S10. The steering linkage anyways, sorry. So this is I'm gonna make it this side because green for gas. And we'll paint that one red so that my kids understand green for go, red means stop. Hopefully it helps them a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is, I built my own, the same as this one, out of some more of the rod. I got it pretty close. They're not exact. I don't know if you can see that. They're pretty close though, but you can see, I don't know if you can see, I'll show you. I've cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, a bunch of times, and then bent it so that it didn't break. That all has to be welded back, which I guess I'll do very soon. But the next plan of action, so I was just explaining to you guys what I'm going to do, is I'm going to weld a tube on the bottom of this thing, okay? Right on the bottom of the pedal, on both of them. Because then we're going to weld a bolt just to the frame like that. And then the tube on the end of this, that'll be its pivot. So that's what I'll do next. All right, so I fiddled around with this far too much last night. It's the next day. I've had enough of messing with it, but today hopefully we're gonna get her done to the point of it actually working, because I'd like to take this thing for a ride. So I'll show you what I'm gonna work on next and what I got done so far, and then we'll carry on. So I did cut the piece off that I had on there, and now I'm back to a bolt. The bolt is already welded on now. And I put one on the back side. That's for the brake master. Yeah, the little master. I'm gonna put it this way because otherwise I figured out if I put it this way, it's in the way of your feet. Yeah, it's control. Hello, Rupert. I messed with this thing for plenty more hours. But what we have left to do is the brake. So I'm going to set you guys up. You guys can watch me do the mounts for this rear brake caliper. And then the disc has to be welded on. So disc brake, caliper, and then the brake line is too long, but we'll just zip tie it for now, I guess. But I did hook up the gas pedal. We have a throttle, and we have a brake. Don't know if the brake's gonna work yet until we add pressure, but I'll show you what I did. So I welded another nut onto the end of that because it wasn't reaching far enough. And then I welded this to a bolt so that it would just thread out instead of having two. I just used the one, and then yeah, ran the line over there, comes along there. There's a little caliper, or the reservoir. I welded a nut onto there to hold the little reservoir, and I put a spring on, welded a nut on, which then I immediately bent, but still working just fine, so we're gonna roll with that for now. Okay, let's get this thing finished up. I'm gonna measure how much I need. I mean the tube spacer that I need. What do you think it'll be? A little 2-inch spacer, it looks like. Okay, inch and 3/4. Okay, I'll cut those. I'll be back. Okay, everybody, here's what we got. Probably smoking hot. So let's see what did we get? They don't look like 1 3/4 inches. Oh, yeah, that's really close. So here we go. Chow. We need one more of those, which I think we have. Yep. Chow. Those look pretty decent to me. Okay. Let's get back over to the go-kart. We're gonna start out with just getting there. Oh, that glove is coming in handy. Can I get it like right there? You see that? Glove's holding it. Perfect. Oh, that doesn't work. Well, you know what we're gonna do next? I'm gonna take this wheel off. Can you guys see? Okay. For the last 30% of this battery life, I'm gonna take that wheel off. And then I guess I'll have to get ready for the fucking middle now. And that would be why I said we need new hardware. Just temporary. Okay, what I'm trying to do is make sure I line up with that. Hopefully. So, let's go over here, see if we at least got one. One would be great. Come on, one. We got one. Okay. I'm gonna try and find the other hole. I'm just guessing at it. I don't know how else to kind of figure this out. Oh yeah, gotta find my piece. Nice. You can see from there? You gotta get your other side. We're almost there, guys. Let's see if we can get this brake caliper to mount onto this thing. I'm trying to. See if it fits.
I can help you.
No, there's metal on the floor, sweetie. Back on the couch, okay?
I can help you with the wrench.
There's metal on the floor. Please go sit down.
I can help you.
Seems like it's gonna fit.
It will be round.
Yep, watch yourself. Okay. Go over there, please. Okay, so I got it close to exactly where I want it. So I'm just gonna weld it into place and hope for the best. So here we go. Oh yeah, so I had a little freak out right there. The disc on that axle, the brake disc was not straight, and it drove me nuts. And I spent over 2 hours cutting that thing back off, which was so much fun, I should tell you. And then I straightened it back out, and I welded it back on. It is as straight as I can get it. Straight as I need for this go-kart now, at least. It was much, much worse before. So I'm gonna set you guys on the camera real quick, on the tripod real quick, and we're gonna slap the caliper on here and then tighten down the rear tire. Yeah, we'll put the rear tire back on. And the top one. And she's still spinning. Yes. All right. I'm off out into the shop now again, so that tire's flat. Okay, let's figure this stuff out. Need a chain. Okay? I got a chain over there, so we'll have to do the chain. And I'm curious to see if this brake is actually going to do brake stuff. So let's start pumping brakes. Alright, we ran into a problem, guys. So, it stops. It goes. Those both work. Actually, it works just fine. It doesn't push me, but it'll push my kid in a straight line. But that's about all it'll do right now. Right now, when you turn, we ain't grabbing enough traction to turn at all. So, I don't know if it's because this main pin bolt and everything's twisting, and that's the reason why, but so far, from what I read online, it's because of caster and camber angles that's on the front of this go-kart. It doesn't have enough caster and it doesn't have enough camber. Therefore, it's not upsetting the go-kart when you go to turn and making it so you can't turn at all. So, I've been thinking about this and trying to figure out how to add more caster and camber, and the only thing I can think of is to cut the spindle off at the end on both sides, and then clock everything back and also tilt everything in a little bit for caster and camber. So I'm gonna throw you guys on a time lapse because it's gonna take me a while to get this all cut off. These are thick welds, big beefy stick welds, or booger, you know, they're gnarly. And then so you guys will be on a time lapse while I do this until this is all back together. And then once, if I do it all, we should be able to take it for a test drive.
Sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Okay guys, I'm just gonna show you what we have before we do a little test ride here. I'll get it all set up and then I'll set the camera up so you guys can see. I'm gonna throw the body on, but this is how it is right now. It does do that jacking thing where the one tire comes up when you turn it, so hopefully that's enough to help it turn. I'm gonna throw the body on real quick. Okay, for this test, the body won't be mounted down, but who cares? We'll have some fun out of it. See if it goes. All right, game on. I got my son out here. He's gonna be our test pilot. We're gonna see if she turns, if she can actually do the loop. Okay, hop in, son. Hold the brake down. That's the left pedal. I'm excited about this. Go for it! Hit gas! See what she'll do. Alright. Well done, sir. Drive her to the shop. Drive her to the shop. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're good. That's it. That'll be it for the video, guys.
Bye, people.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate you for coming back. And next time we'll do a night ride with this thing, I think. What do you think, Tons?
Yeah, sure.
Take care, guys. All right, guys. My turn to take it for a rip. Let's take it out. Watch out, son. You stay here this time. I got you. If I could stuff my huge body in this little tiny cart.
Hey, come on.
We're good?
You're too small.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrifying. No, shit. Oh, but you fast. Well, it doesn't steer well. So far, not so good with the steering. But we just stopped. Oh, it's Mike. Oh, it's Mike. Hi, Mike. Yeah. Lean forward. Maybe we can turn. If I lean forward. Oh. We're going to the bushes. Yeah, won't turn good enough yet. Oh, back up. Let's get home. Apparently my company's here. Oh! That hurt. Okay, let's go. Come on, leave. Turn. Turn. Ah, it's all right on gas. This thing's awesome. Biggest rocket. Better steering. That is it. Oh. That is it. Cooking. Coming in hot. Brakes suck you.